Hi everyone. Just want to talk to you guys about having a changed mindset. What I mean by that is a lot of us are still stuck in a certain mindset that we believe that it's okay to be poor or it's okay to be unwise, to not have knowledge. And we're okay with that because I've been there. And I know that there's a lot of people that are still that way because I still see it to this day. And I was one of those people who grew up going from job to job, seeing my parents go from job to job, being on welfare, having $7 an hour jobs, going to churches, trying to get food, living in homeless shelters with, as a young man with my family. And as I got married and had kids, realized that that's not what I wanted for us, and for many years I've just challenged myself to have a better career, and I do. And I just want to say that for everybody out there who's still struggling, it's all about your mindset. It's all about changing your mind, the way you think. You look at all these people on the internet and on TV that have all this money, and you wonder, how do they do it? How do they get it? But really, it's just because they're reading books and further educating their mind. And it's changing your mindset and believing that you can do something different. Everybody has a talent within themselves. It's just they have to dig down deep inside of themselves and get that talent out and figure out how to help other individuals. Then they realize that, hey, I can make money off of this. I can do this. That's how all these millionaires are doing it. Is they're creating a new system on how to make money. But the reality is, it's just they're figuring out how to help other individuals. And us as well, being poor, because I was there as well. I'm not rich, but I'm comfortable right now. But I'm further educating myself and reading books and learning more and realizing that there's a lot more out there. And it's really just getting educated, having a changed mindset, and realizing that, hey, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it too. And it does work. But we have to be able to push that extra mile and get the champ out of us, because everybody has a champ in them, and they just have to dig down deep inside and get that champ out. But it does take hard work, and does take getting up off the couch and going to work, and educating yourself. It's not easy. It's a sacrifice that you're having to do. You're having to sacrifice other things like watching that movie or watching that TV show, laying on our butts and or sitting on our butts and laying down and not doing anything all day. We have to be able to sacrifice that in order to educate our brains so we can live a better, successful life. But how many of us do that? How many of us sacrifice and put ourselves through a process, a continuous process that takes place? But in order to do that, we have to have a changed mindset, which means we have to be able to realize and see the light and say, well, dang, I can do that too, and I can educate myself, and I can do that. And I'm a prime example of doing that, because I was making that $7 an hour wage, and I was like, damn, how does these guys making $25 an hour? How can I do that? And I did. I did it. And people look at me and say, well, how did you do it? I just worked hard to do it, and I'm still not done. I still want to educate myself. I realize there's still a lot I don't know, and it's all in these books. It's all in these books, and how to run a business, and how to be more successful. There's so much out there, so much literature, so much knowledge, but we don't take the time to educate ourselves. Like I said, it's a process and a sacrifice that you have to be willing to have. You have to be willing to see it. So many times I hear stories about people that didn't have anything, and they went from rags to riches, and they don't even have no money. They have people hand them down millions of dollars and say, oh, well, here you go. They did it from scratch. But yet here we choose to just be on welfare and to just get, comfortable where we're at. And it's just, man, all I'm saying is You know what? It's okay to be on welfare, but if you're not okay with that, because I mean, I grew up on welfare, to be honest with you, but you know, if you can get a job and you have a skill, go get one. But educate yourself. Don't sit there. Educate yourself. Exceed to the next level. Excel. You got it in you. You just have to be willing to go do it and go get it. And, I know for a fact that it's really on the individual. It's up to the individual to want to change and want a difference. I mean, I would love to choose to eat what I want to eat and go where I want to go. That's just a piece of freedom that you have, and most people don't have that. And you know you have to be willing to want to educate yourself so you can live that type of life. And I encourage all of you out there to just start reading, just start educating yourself, and be better at your life skills. Peace out. You guys have a good night.